Okay, let's go over how to set up for a hip thrust. I'm going to line the bottom of my shoulder blades up with the edge of the bench. See that right there? Okay, so you want to line that up and then keep your chin tucked to your chest or looking forward. You don't want your head to be leaning against the bench. You want to be looking forward. This is going to help you to not overarch your back. And then you want your feet directly under your knees, and you can play around with foot placement as far as how wide your feet are. And it'll help target different areas of the glute muscle. I feel like this stance right here helps me feel it in my side glutes as well as the glute maximus. So for me, this is my ideal stance. Now we're going to move into Bulgarian split squats because this is a quad focused day. My foot is slightly closer to my body, my front foot slightly closer to my body than a 90-degree angle, and this is going to put more emphasis on the quads. Lots of people have a love-hate relationship with Bulgarian split squats. I am also one of those people because you max out on one leg and then you stand there wondering why you even put this in your routine, and then you have to go max out on the other leg right after that. So now we're going to move on to the left leg with the right leg still burning, but same setup, foot slightly closer to my body, and we're gonna rep it out. Moving on to dumbbell sumo squats. If you notice, I'm not standing completely up. See how I have a slight bend still? And that's to keep tension on the quads and the glutes. I'm also keeping my core braced and my back flat. My neck is neutral. I'm not looking up, and my lats are locked in place as well. You definitely don't want to skip upper body day because this will enable you to be able to hold the weights when you're doing your lower body day and not having your upper body like rounding forward and struggling just to hold the weight. Directly after sumo squats, we move on to sumo RDLs. If you have not tried a sumo RDL, definitely give it a try. It hits different spots of your hamstring than if you're doing just a conventional RDL, more of your inner hamstrings. But again, shift your hips back. Don't initiate the movements by shifting your hips back, keeping your core braced, your back flat, and your neck neutral with your back. I also like to keep my knees pushed out during this exercise. And to finish off, we have lateral lunges. A lateral lunge is a frontal plane movement, which means your body's moving like horizontally, versus a sagittal plane movement, which is more backward and forward. When you're doing a regular lunge, then your body is moving in a sagittal plane. If you're doing a squat, a deadlift, you're moving in a sagittal plane. We do a lot of sagittal plane movements throughout our exercises, and these moves are great. Obviously, they're fantastic, but we also need to be including frontal plane movements. I remember I couldn't even hold weight in my hands when I first started to try to do a lateral lunge because I sucked at it. I didn't have the stability for it. I didn't have the coordination for it. So definitely add these in, any frontal plane movement for that matter, but even if it has to be with no weight at all at first, you definitely want to add these into your routine as well. Alrighty, that's all. Go have a great workout.